Well, happy campers, the last time you would have seen me, I was at Church Lawton. And then I had to stop videoing. Primarily because my grandson decided very short notice that he wanted to come and stay with me. And so he came and stayed for nearly a week. And so I didn't feel it was appropriate to video while I had him knocking about, because he's only 5. So I've done a massive jump now from Church Lawton on the Trent and Mersey, and I'm just a few bridges shy of Bollington on the Maccelsfield Canal. And the weather has been diabolical, as in it hasn't stopped raining all day. So I've basically sat here all day. But ultimately, if it's been able to be washed, I've washed it. I've even got the fire going. I know that sounds terrible, but yes, I've got the fire going. Got wet yesterday, but managed to smash off the Bosley flight with the help of Charlotte and James when they came down to pick Charlie up. Got wet again. And then sailed through Macclesfield. No moorings in Macclesfield, so I had to carry on. And I just found this little spot in the middle of nowhere, like I say, a couple of bridges shy of Bollington. Narrowboat Moonshadow is in Bollington, having a rest day. And we'll probably set off tomorrow. The weather forecast is a bit grim, but hey, these are the joys of boating. So no worries, I've got supplies. I'm in a lovely spot, and why would I want to move? Santa's just seen another dog, and now decides to bark her. So silly at it. Santa, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? You barking at everybody? Huh? Is this our boat? Yes, she barks at everybody when she's on the boat. When she's off the boat, she's fine and dandy. But she's on the boat, she barks at every single thing that can walk past. So that's just a little update of where we've been at. So we came up from Church Lawton. I think it's 5-6 locks, I think we did. Turned onto the Mac. I ploughed on the Mac, just stayed at the top of the Mac. Just at the first right hand turning. Then I went up to Congleton Embankment, stayed there for a night, and then we pushed on and got to the bottom of the Bosley flight, and then stayed there for a day while we waited for Charlotte and James to come and get Charlie. Charlie's good as gold, to be fair to him, and yeah, it was a nice little change having some company. Sorry, Sen, I'm not saying you're not company, but yeah. So, and like you say, yesterday, only got rid of him yesterday. Got rid of him, sounds terrible, doesn't it? So I didn't do any videoing yesterday, but got up the flight. It's a shame, it was a nice flight. Would have been quite difficult for me to do on my own. Not impossible, but I'd have had to do a lot of laddering. The entrances, and I was going uphill, the entrances to the flight were a fantail, basically like a set of theatre curtains, whereas the locks on the Trent and Mersey are straight in, like a straight line, straight tunnel type of thing. So it meant stepping off the boat was very difficult. So I would have literally had to sail in and climb out the ladders, or bow hauled it in with a rope. But then the banks and the compounds weren't amazing. So although I could have done it on my own, I was very grateful for the help from Charlotte and James, and they did get very wet. So sorry about that, but I can't control the weather. And I did have you some for nearly a week. So might crack on to Bollington tonight and get there. It's only 2 bridges, probably about half an hour away. Or I might just go in the morning. Don't really know yet. I'll make my mind up. I've got washing all over the place. Like you say, if it's been able to be washed. Look, we've even got the fire on. Got bored, so I made a fire. Me man, me make fire. So yeah, I've had Metal Mickey going. The maiden's up, washing all over the place, and coats. All my coats are being washed. The only thing that hasn't been washed is Senna, but she doesn't really require washing. She washes herself. Yeah, right, Sen. You in front of the fire? Good girl. Good girl. So hopefully, normal service will be resumed. We're heading now. We're on the top half of the Maccelsfield Canal. We're heading up to where we're heading up to. I don't know where we're heading up to. Let's look at the map. We're heading up to Marple Junction, where we will turn right onto the Peat Forest Canal, and then from there we'll go down, and then it splits off at the end, two directions. One direction goes to Whaley Bridge, and the other direction goes to Bugsworth Basin. Bugsworth Basin will probably be the place that I'd like to see. Whaley Bridge, there are services at Whaley Bridge. I don't know, hopefully we can spend a couple of days down there. It could be busy. Popular place, popular canal. So we will just see if we can get in, and we're in. We might get in and stay in for a couple of days. Time will tell. I'm going to start waffling now. Finish off all this washing. Drying it now is the hardest thing. Hence the reason why I've got the fire on, really, just to throw a bit of heat through the boat. That's been a bit nippy as well, to be honest with you. It did not stop raining all last night. It did not stop raining all morning. And then it's been sporadic on and off all this afternoon. I was actually just about to untie and sail up to Bollington now, and then the minute I sort of went to go and do it, it started raining again, and of course all my coats have just been washed, so I've got no coat to wear. So I've got the big John Wayne coat, so yeah, but we do it tonight, do it in the morning, who really, doesn't really matter. But yeah, hopefully videoing will be resumed. I'm just trying to catch up now on some downloading footage, really, putting it into date order. And of course, because this GoPro 9 is so high tech. Oh, she's off again. Where's it, Sam? Nothing there, girl. There was a dog walker. Yeah, because this GoPro 9 is so high tech, it's saving, if anybody knows anything about computers, they might understand what I'm on about. It saves it in what's called H.265 codecs or something like that. And of course most computers, unless it's virtually brand new and completely modern, won't read H.265 codecs. It'll only read H.264 codecs. And most software, unless it's the latest one, will only read 264's codecs. So I have to basically convert all the GoPro's H.265 files down to H.264 files. And it takes forever. It can literally take nearly all day to download a day's worth of videos. And what I've got this program. It's a download of the internet free. Great, we like free, and you can get it to do it and then turn the computer off when it's finished. So I normally set it to do it as I go to bed, and then when it's finished it'll turn the computer off. But I've not, because Charlie's been here, I've not been doing it, and so I'm now having to catch up. And of course, while Charlie's been here, he is a budding YouTube star in his own right. So I've now got to download all his footage and see what I can cobble together for him, because he wants me to make him a video of all the footage he's made. We did one in the Albert Dock. He did one in the Albert Dock. Unfortunately, you guys will never get to see it because I'm not going to upload it because it's got a 5-year-old in it and it's not appropriate. So, but I'll do it for him, and he loves it. He loves waving the camera around, pointing at things, talking to it. He's a YouTube child, to be honest with you. Like most of them are these days. He watches more YouTube than I do. So yeah, so catching up on that. And I've got some editing to catch up on. So I'm hoping to spend a few weeks up here while I'm waiting for the arrival of my 4th grandchild. From my eldest daughter. It doesn't quite work out, does it? I've not done it in the right order, my kids. But yeah, she's expecting at the end of the month. So I'm hoping that I'm sort of like semi-local. That's why I've stayed up in the northwest and not gone back down to the Midlands, so that I can be close to home for when the baby pops. And yeah, granddad for the 4th time. So yeah, so by the time you get to see this video, which is God only knows when, I'll be a granddad again. So what's the time? We're on 10 minutes. I've been waffling for 10 minutes now, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to crack on with what I'm doing, get some footage, get a video made, and yeah, let's crack on. Get some Wazzy tunes on it, and go for it. So happy days. Say goodbye, Sen. Is that it? Is that your intense look? Yeah, what do you think you're saying? Okay. I'm just going to head up to Bollington. So let's see whether I can film what I'm doing here. Probably going to kill myself. Try not to get nettled. Look, there's nettles everywhere. Got nettled to buggery last night tying up. I don't want to get muddy, so a quick untie, half hour to Bolly. Come here, pull the boat in a little bit. There's a bit of a gap. There you go. Untie. I don't do any really complicated ropes because I can never remember how to do the knots. I just do what works, basically. In it comes. I'm still on. I'm not on tripod, I'm on the handle. That's what Charlie likes to video on, is the handle. Whoop. Pin, let's not forget the pin. And she comes. That came out easy. Mind you, it went in easy, to be fair to it. Let's do that to the fender while we're here. Don't think that was much use of the ornament last night, to be honest with you. I'm just going to have a bit of a do-down moment. Oops. That's the front untied. Pin down there for the time being. Now we'll untie the back. Again, nothing overly complicated. No. What's this? Iron Man jump. Again. Pin out. Not overly difficult. Back a good pull, that'll make the front end go out. Get the pin, get back on, bend her up, sense. Is how you untie in about 5 seconds flat. So the mile markers on this canal are quite distinct, as in that's them, you can see that. And then just hiding on the other side of the canal, looks like a derelict speedboat. That's good family fun, that. Bollington wouldn't be a bad place to start looking, because the Maccelsfield Canal is extremely pretty, and some of the properties I've gone past look splendid. And then a nice little mooring at the end to park your £1 million boat. You're laughing? Down. Senna's just seen one of her best mates, and now she's barking her tits off because she wants to go and see him. So we'll get parked up and then we'll walk down and see him. That'll make her happy.
Hello, Senna. Hello? Hello? Hey up! I'm filming you.
That's me parked up in Bollington. Probably not the best mooring, but for a night it'll be fine. No militant description. So yeah, this is it.